Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J, Professor Spike, and Kamal from live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is, I don't know, how's the weather? Pretty good.
It's actually very good today. It's been really, really nice.
Warm.
The weather's very good. Wall Street was just so-so today.
Right.
Came back a little bit. I was hoping we'd see a continuation on IWM, but we didn't.
Yeah, so was I, actually.
I was hoping we would get better results for Walmart than we did. The results weren't really bad, but the whisper number didn't make the
Did
whisper.
you buy it back?
I bought 1/3 of my 1/3 back.
Okay. How?
I bought back at like a little under 158. It closed at 156. So it wasn't a good. It wasn't a
Yeah,
good
it was
idea.
156 roughly.
Yeah, no, the 150s is where it's been forever.
Yeah, I think it'll come. It'll come back by the end of the year. I'll be making my money.
Let's go on, Andrew.
Make my money back.
Hi, Andrew.
I had a few ideas with Walmart. I said the trade was to sell Walmart and buy Target, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, if you had, because Target went up in the
Then
interview.
I would have been a freaking genius.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe somebody listened to you and they're making money now.
I hope so. You know, people should listen to me and then ask me, did I do it? And then if I didn't,
Do what I say, don't do what I do.
that's exactly right. Do what I say. CRISP, another one that I got out of at 49. I thought it was brilliant. Now it's probably 60.
5%? Isn't that a little low for something that is going to be groundbreaking?
They expected it. The AdCom was very good.
Was it priced in already?
It was basically priced in. It'll probably be down tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's always sell the news. You got to sell now if you own CRISPR. In my opinion, of course.
In your humble opinion.
Of course, everyone should do their own due diligence. And
yeah, actually, for the past, it's been doing well for the past month or so.
BioDrec is always sell the news. I don't care how good it is. Sell the news.
Well, you're gonna look at that chart, so I can be convinced that that's the right move.
I'd say 9 out of 10 times it's sell the news. At least 9 out of 10 on BioDrec. So on a lot of things, and sell the news. That's basically what you got to do in the market. Sell the news.
My thing is every stock I've held for a long time kind of went down. It's like you get in and out.
Andrew took a little off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 9 out of 10 times. 1 out of 10 times it continues on up. So the odds are it's going to sell off. It may continue on up after the sell-off, but it usually gives back. So what did I want to look at today? Walmart, Target, which was
You're going to look at CRISPR too. It's on there.
We should look at CRISPR. Look at bivi. Bivi was up today. bivi. Anovis we should look at because data is coming. And Mantis is here. Mantis is here from, I forget what country, Austria maybe?
Hello, Mantis. Good to see you.
It's been a while, so I'm not positive. I think it's Austria.
I'm still following him on my.
We do have an international show, So
yeah.
People.
Can you take a look at Wing? I sold it at 189.
Which one?
189.5. Wing.
Oh, Wing. You Wing.
What are they? Buffalo wings?
Yeah,
Lithuania. There we go.
Lithuania. Oh, I was sort of close. Europe is pretty small.
Don't you get insulted when people say New York and New Jersey are the same thing?
No, because
usually when I do. So usually I make that mistake. I apologize.
They both begin with new, and they both have the Jets and the Giants.
Right.
Well, there you go. All right.
But most New Yorkers have family in New Jersey. I have lots of family in New Jersey.
As far as I'm concerned, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York are the same.
I agree. That's the tri-state area.
You guys are starting to piss me off.
Oh,
New York Pride. Now, if you're talking about Brooklyn Pride, that's another story.
Yeah.
right.
No place like Brooklyn. All right, so let's take a look before people get annoyed with us.
Let's do the
Yeah,
spot.
exactly.
Before
Like I already am.
people get annoyed at me and you, and we talk too much. You know, we don't say enough.
Nobody says that anymore because we don't have an audience anymore. We have our loyal audience.
Only the loyal ones.
The people who just flit in and flit out looking to make money.
We get about 100 to 200, sometimes 300. We don't get big crowds, that's for sure. But you know something? I don't care. I just enjoy talking to you guys. That's good enough for me.
Aw.
Here.
I don't know why I have athesis come up.
Yeah, really.
No, you need to erase that
You got
permanently.
to erase that quick. It's very annoying to look at. Athesis. Novus, well, maybe Chris. Let's start with Chris. It's good to see it at 59.22 at the close. After hours, it's already coming down.
Nah. Yay. That's good.
I don't know when the news broke on the approval. Now, gene editing says 80 after the approval. Maybe by years end.
Which approval was this? This was the Halloween approval?
SCD, sickle cell disease.
Oh, okay, right.
Sickle cell anemia, whatever you want to call it out.
Right.
So, you know, basically this is the cure, right? They got the cure.
Thanks, Andrew.
Dr.J, can you make that chart bigger? Maybe get rid of the pictures, our pictures.
For you, I could. Made it a little bigger.
All right.
It broke above the recent,
and once it breaks, we'll be all right.
but yeah, look, it could go, but I think it comes back to retest at least the I don't know, maybe 51.45.
Okay.
It's kind of dangerous now, in my opinion. It could go down.
I think after approval, they tend to go down, and then eventually they catch fire again. It's a question of the eventually. They don't need to dilute. They have cash, and their partner in Vertex is, you know, so they don't need to dilute. I don't know. Maybe 80 is in the cards by the end of the year. I when he was on the show, I called for 70.
Right.
I think I'm going to be closer, but who knows? Who knows? By the end of the year, I say 70 on this one. Maybe 80.
Well, you know, you got a lot of history to make up. Also, if you go back a lot further,
it's hard to say. I mean, if it drops down to 51, I'll probably get back in.
Yeah, average down for me. Sure, it's worth it.
How about Intellia? Did it go up in sympathy? Probably. Mr. Gene Editing's favorite is Intellia and Beam.
Right.
It's down, up after hours. Strange. That's strange. CRSP is down after hours. This one's up after hours. You know, this is very annoying. This Verizon is messing me up. Look.
When was the last time you rebooted your laptop?
Yeah, maybe at some point I should do that. Because I don't know if it's Verizon or my laptop, but we lost some of yesterday's video. It went.
We did, really?
Lost about 5 minutes. It just went away. So probably nobody noticed other than me. So doesn't really matter.
I had my best jokes towards the end.
Yeah.
I was building to that climax.
Everything we say is funny, whether we try or not. it just comes natural,
Yes.
comes natural. So what did you
All that dry mathematical finance humor.
what did I do? What brilliancy did I have today? I'll tell you what I did today. I didn't do much. I just bought a little bit more Walmart at 58, 158, 157.8, something like that. And I'm down on that little bit that I bought as well. I sold 1/3 the day before earnings, which
Turned out to be smart.
I got to thank Kamal for urging me on to sell.
Yeah.
Kamal, why didn't you tell me to sell it all?
That's what my strategy is. I sell all. I don't sell in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Either in or out.
Yep. Yeah. Probably right.
Thank you, Mantis.
I do everything in bits and pieces. I go in bits and pieces. I sell in bits and pieces. Yeah. So, Intelia, let's take a look at Beam. Just for the hell of it, being that we're doing these gene editing stocks. Beam.
Well, there you go. That one's up in sympathy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but not much, It's come off the lows of $17. That's actually a great move. Right? It's about 50% up off the lows. Nice move off the lows. But it got so low. How low can it go, so to speak? Oh, Athesis can tell you the answer to that.
Yeah, exactly. just look at Athesis and then you get an answer to that question. How low? The question is, how low can you go before you go to the pink sheets?
How about Innovis? Data is coming on Buntain Tap. Data is coming on.
Maybe it's worth buying. Maybe it's worth buying at this bargain price if there's something going to happen.
I've been nibbling at it.
It might be worth the nibble.
Yeah, I think it's done going down until data. And then it can continue down if the data is not good.
Right.
But for now, I think it's done. I think like this.
When is data again? When is the data?
The data is like February, beginning of February. Atlantis says end of January, right? Whatever. Around there. They're never on time. So whatever they say, add a few weeks, at least. They're rarely are they on time.
So how do you see the outlook for tomorrow? I'm thinking a red day.
You're always thinking of red Friday if there's a red Thursday, but it doesn't always work that way. Often it does, but not always. I think you're going to see this trading range hold on Novus for the next 2 months. It's not doing anything. So like 550 to 680. You can make money in between, right? That's not bad spread, 550 to 680.
But the thing is the volume is anemic. The volume is like nothing.
True. It's going to have its heavy volume in the end of January. I'm hoping the results are good, not only because I'm long the stock, but because of the Parkinson's itself.
Sure.
I want to take that doggone drug if it's good.
Right. You knew somebody who's in this study, right?
I knew somebody that was on the show once with us.
And she was on this particular study, the ANOVA study.
Yes. And I know somebody else from Stock Twits or from Twitter. I don't remember. But you really don't. People are pretty tight-lipped about it. There's bulletin boards that go both ways. People say it's good. People say it's no good. Parkinson's bulletin board.
The thing is that this has probably got these kinds of things probably have a cycle that's a lot longer than is easily observable. Because while you're in the middle of it, everything's too slow.
Yeah. It's really nothing. So for Parkinson's, that other than the other than the dopamine replacement, and that's no good.
Mm-hmm.
So if this works and actually slows progression, that would be great. It'd be wonderful. The key is the alpha-synuclein protein, and that's what this targets. So actually, it targets three proteins, three toxic proteins: alpha-synuclein, which is the Parkinson's Lewy bodies, misfolded proteins, and also the beta amyloids and the tau protein, which is associated with Alzheimer's.
Right.
That's why the same drug should be effective for both. And there's another one with a Parkinson's study. If we're talking Parkinson's, we should look at VAX is another one. I was in this one for a while. Made some money, got out.
That's give back. Yeah.
Is it time to buy this one? I don't know. Probably.
You're not showing a nibble sign just yet.
If it breaks this high, $1.50. Well, actually, maybe it does have nibble signs. 132 is pretty good resistance here. 132. It was just 132 last week, 2 weeks ago. It was as high as 131. What was that, yesterday? Yesterday. 131 yesterday. It's $1 now. I don't know what happened. Something not good, I suppose, right? That's a big swing down. I mean, this is like the penny stock flavor. You want to take a chance with this one? Maybe it's good. BioDrec, you got to own a basket, you know. That's why maybe it pays just to buy XBI.
Gotcha.
Maybe, but again, that's been so disappointing as well. What other Parkinson's play is it? I know that. IKT.
IMDb.
IKT, right? Another Parkinson's.
Oh, right.
Right. What's this doing? A lot of nothing?
Oh, boy. Yeah, a whole lot. I guess everybody's focusing their attention on weight loss.
Weight loss and maybe Alzheimer's. One good thing about
we haven't seen a whole lot of move on the Alzheimer's except for BIIB.
I know that it has a lot of strong support that says 80 cents, right? Wherever I drew the line.
Yeah,
it's been about 80 cents, 83, whatever.
It's been holding that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cushion underneath, and that's a good sign. Of course, it's been in a dreadful bear market, the downtrend, whatever you want to call it. I have a feeling chunks of this video are not going to be available because of this black, ominous-looking black circle, you know, on my screen. IKT is inhibicase therapeutics. They're into a few different things, but Parkinson's is one of them. What else in the Parkinson's arena? What are we getting?
Was it IMDb or was that the one that I was in for a while?
Was that Parkinson's or else?
Well, that was when I was a mix of the two. Let me see if I can find it. INMB.
INMB.
And Denali was the other one.
Yeah, Denali was Parkinson's. I don't know if it's
I don't think INMB I don't think is. Denali is.
Yeah, Denali is?
DNLI.
DNLI.
I
don't know if I think the Parkinson's drug failed. I think. I don't know what
that's what it looks like here.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they're into, but it doesn't look too good from the charts.
Nope.
What does look good is bivi. The one that I recently got into. I think by when is the phase 3 data on Parkinson's is going to be released by the end of the year, I think. Not Parkinson's, they're Alzheimer's, but it's the same drug, like on all of them. If it works for Alzheimer's, it might work for Parkinson's as well. I guess because they're Lewy bodies, misfolded proteins. It probably doesn't matter which protein is misfolded. It works on all of them. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the theory why it works on both.
Funny is the way bivi looks right now. It looked almost like what the other one did. The
Yeah.
Denali. Just a little bit of a flip difference.
Yeah, well, it didn't come down from as big a number, though. It was $6 6 months ago. It's not that bad. Not even $6. What was it? It was as high as $6.
Yeah.
And 31 cents. And what was its low? It was about 250.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right, look, I mean,
250, 265.
Look at the pop today, 22%.
Sure.
It's very nice little pop. Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, for 1 week.
If you get really good top line results, I think this could be $10, $12, bivi. And then it's overnight, and then you got to sell it, of course. Isn't that the rule? Got to sell it.
Yeah.
I never follow that rule. That's why I lose money.
Got to sell it.
Can you take a quick look at Mara?
Mara digital miners.
Yeah.
Mara digital miners. By the way, Professor Omar says we hit the top for the next year, for the year.
Oh yeah, we're done.
We're going down now.
We shot it already.
He said so a while ago. 4,500 SPX.
Oh, that was quick.
We hit it. Good. So if he sticks to his original, I don't know original, but original revised original, then it should be going down now.
Hey, all right.
19.
I didn't even have enough time to enjoy it.
Look at this one. It went down so much from July. It's incredible. Well, Bitcoin is higher than it was back in July. So the miners are getting clobbered down 4.7% today. We talked about the miners, and the reason that's getting clobbered, I think, is the halving. That's what I think.
Oh, the halving?
Yeah. It's due about April, so they're gonna turn out fewer bitcoins, fewer coins.
Well, isn't that what happens to all
Does the graph tell you anything? Are we in upward channel? Are we in?
We're in a
hitting the 100. The 100.
We're in a horizontal channel. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're in.
It looks like it's hitting the 100.
Yeah, this is a 200.
200, okay.
The black line is 200. So
200 coming
black
down.
line is definitely a strong resistance, and this 888 level is strong support, right? Something like 842 level, strong support. So we're in a channel for now, break one way or the other, I suppose. I like MicroStrategy much better if you want to play Bitcoin.
Right.
MicroStrategy looks much better. Down today, hurt me today. Down 3%, not that bad. I bought some. When did I text you that I added a little? I think I was at 480.
It was in the morning.
Yeah, I added at 480. It wasn't today, it was yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I added a little. Every so often I add a little to this, but as I said, if it goes down substantially at all, to what level did I say? I think I drew the line right about here, 450. Yeah, if it goes down to 455, I'll be adding a little bit more.
Steve, are you in Unity?
I'm in Unity, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're all,
it's
we're
been
all,
a little
we're
flaccid.
all, all in Unity. MicroStrategy looks good. It looks like it broke out along with Bitcoin. So I think the direction is clear. It looks like a clearly upward move ahead of us on MicroStrategy, and probably therefore Bitcoin. In fact, they've one and the same almost. I mean, I know
Could you show me the two-year for MicroStrategy?
it's here for Bitcoin. Why did it get an A at the end? I didn't put the A. No, U.S. dollar anyway. Bitcoin had that big green candle yesterday, big red candle today, but it didn't totally reverse it. Bitcoin is definitely in an uptrend, very clear uptrend from 33,000. Very nice uptrend. You can draw a nice trend line from here. Bitcoin, beautiful trend line. Looks very nice, Bitcoin. It should go up. It should. I don't see what would make it not go up. You're collapsing as market that might stop it. If Professor Omar is right, which I don't think he is, let's take a look at SPY, because if he's right about
wing after that.
wing after that, you got it. 450 is exactly what Professor Omar said, calling for the top, and we hit 451 today. So we're at Professor Omar's top, and now he says the beginning of the end, not the end, but the beginning of a big move down to like SPY 330.
Really?
Yeah, that's Professor Omar's ominous prediction. But all is well in the world. Xi and Biden shook hands. They had a cup of tea together, right?
Right.
Probably Biden doesn't remember it.
Biden doesn't remember. Maybe Xi doesn't remember.
Maybe she doesn't.
We don't know how good his memory is either.
Just the more respectful elders.
Biden called him a name. He called him a dictator. Remarks afterwards, he called him a dictator. Why did he have to do that? Couldn't he leave well enough alone?
Well,
everybody knows he's a dictator. Why do you have to say it?
God forbid somebody says he's soft on China.
Is that why he said it?
I don't know. I think so.
All this political nonsense. What about diplomacy? You got to be nice to these people.
I agree.
You don't call a dictator a dictator.
Nobody bothered Nixon when he went to China.
Yeah. I mean, just because he's a dictator, why did he call him a dictator? Everybody knows he's a dictator.
Right.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, by the way. As bad as Biden. This is a nice.
Let me ask you a question, Dr. J. When you see this this big dispersion, like you're showing here, is this, I don't know how to read these guys when they do that. Is it that at the end they can go anywhere, or can you read it like a backwards pennant?
To me, it's bullish, but I'm just very bullish guy. So what do I know?
Well, that gap is very concerning, to be honest with you.
It's when the picture is the other way, it's very bit bullish. When it narrows.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That when this is flipped and when this is reversed in time, it looks like a pennant, and in this case, it would be
it's a pennant.
It would be a downward pennant.
Yeah, I'm bullish no matter which way we read it. That's my take is once it broke past its upper trend line.
Yeah.
Buy.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, I agree.
To me, this is a trend.
If you read it as a pennant and you read it as a backwards pennant,
To
You're right. And that jump up is perfectly appropriate.
You don't even have to look at this other line. This line says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To me, it says it all. It went through tough resistance. It was repelled back here on 11/13. It got repelled by this trend line. The next day it goes through it. I think that's meaningful.
Right.
It is, but what do you think of that gap?
It might be filled, but it could run up 1,000, 100.
Yeah, it could go a couple days before it worries about filling the
It
gap.
could run up 100 points before it fills that gap. There's no telling.
Yeah, if you even run to the high.
Yeah, I mean 550 is within reach.
No, I'm saying this local high, the 460.
550 by April. Why not?
Wow.
Why not? Wasn't it just 350 a little while ago in October?
You're discounting gravity.
How many months did it take to go from 350 to 450? Let's see, November, December, 11, 12, 13 months? What was it? 13 months, right? Help me count. It was October 22. The low.
October 22 to November, that's 13 months, yes.
13 months. That's a long time.
Yeah, but you're discounting gravity, man. The gravity is a B.
That is a long time. So 13 months would be next November that it hits 550. It could be. It could be. But percentage-wise, from 450 to 550 is much less than 350 to 450. A little less, anyway. It's only 20%, 20-something percent. 20. It's a less percentage move. The S&P could go up 20% in less than a year, is what I'm saying. You could do it in 6 months. How do you like that? It could. I'm not saying it will, but I think next year is going to be a tale of two cities, or two tapes. First part of the year strong, second part of the year weak. That's my 2024 thinking. So what's that saying? Go away in April and come back.
Right. Sell and then go away.
I think that's that's going to be good for next year. But we can't worry about next year. We still have this month and next month to worry about. 2023 is not over, and I think we're going to go out with a bang on the upside.
Can we check wing? Last one.
A wing or a thigh? What do you want?
Wing.
You want a wing? It broke out. Are you still in this, or you sold it?
I sold it, like 190 something.
But what do you want to look? You're going to get upset looking at it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I mean, that's a crazy move. I didn't expect it to
Want to
go.
get yourself upset? Here's where you buy it back, 210.
Right.
Wow, really?
Yep. Short it now. Of course, our opinion is strictly owned, not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. I don't know. I don't like to short anything. The insanity in Wall Street is beyond belief. So
Exactly.
it could go to 250 before it collapses. I don't like to short anything. But
I mean, after hours, it's up 7 points after hours.
You look at a chart like this and you say to yourself, 235. I ought to put a couple of puts. But
You see it after hours?
Yeah, I see. Then again, I don't even know what a wing is. I don't even know what the company does. It probably makes food of some kind. But what are buffalo wings? Are they really buffalo?
They're just chicken wings.
They're just chicken wings?
There's chicken.
I never ate this
It
stuff.
tastes like chicken.
I never set foot into Chipotle. I never set foot into Taco Bell. I never set foot into buffalo wings or whatever you call So I
you don't know what you're missing.
have no idea what these things are. I told you the only fast food I like is White Castle.
Ah,
The only one.
I haven't had White Castle since I graduated from college in '95.
And that's what got you through college, eating White Castle.
That's right. That's how you afford college.
Right.
There's nothing as good as a White Castle slider, whatever you call it, hamburger. Nothing compares. How about XBI? Is it time?
Uh,
Time to buy this? At some point, it's a buy. Maybe we've hit that point. Come on already. This is ridiculous that it goes straight down for years, literally years.
sorry about that, Andrew.
At some point, it's a buy. I say it's a buy right here. Why not? Why not dabble a little with XPI? Add it to your Qs, add it to your whatever.
Yeah, I have the IBB. It hasn't been very nice to me.
IWM is very annoying.
And IWM, it looked like it had some legs.
Very annoying. Very, 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 very annoying. If you're waiting for a breakout on the Russell 2000, it's quite annoying. Look, this is a yucky candle yesterday, followed by a yucky candle today, after a wonderful candle on Tuesday. So it looks like we're going back to the 173. Retest at a 50.
Yeah.
50 should hold. I'm telling you, 50 should hold here. 173.
Yeah, no, ultimately, that's a sort of static price for it, not 210 anymore.
173, you buy at 173, you sell at 180.
Yeah, okay.
Swing trade.
So if you are to buy something tomorrow, what stock would you buy?
Tomorrow, I might buy the bivi.
I would buy more Walmart.
I might buy more Walmart. That's certainly going to do the rebound quickly, I think. Intel has been on the move. There's a lot of good things to buy. NVIDIA's been on the move.
Right. Yeah, whenever I start getting spare cash, I keep putting it into IBM. But
the only thing about NVIDIA, you're buying at the top. You hate to buy at the top, but who knew? This is just an interim top, so to speak. $600 is a fair price for NVIDIA, probably.
Dr.J, before we go, because we're getting past time, you promised everybody AUPH.
I don't remember what I wrote.
I know. So he's also talking about BCRX, but there's nothing really to talk about.
Same story. Takeout on AUPH and on BCRX. The only way you buy these two guys is takeout. If you're looking for a takeout possibilities, I think this is one of them. BCRX is going up like people are interested, you know.
Is it?
Well, look at the trend line I just drew. It's looking.
They had good earnings news, which could be good or bad depending on whether or not they want to stay in business or get bought out.
I mean, the last three trading days are unspectacular, but it's had a nice move off the bottom for $7. Little move. Looks okay for spec, end of year spec. But in my opinion, if it's going to be taken out, it'll happen by the end of the year, if it's going to happen at all. And same with BCRX. I think that one's for sale. And
even Jake's been hoping for that. He bailed because he thought they'd try to go it on their own.
Yeah.
And ever since they did, look how deflated it's been.
It's been awful. Orladeyo is not a blockbuster drug
That they thought it was going to be, right?
I have lots of it. Lots of it.
Yeah, no, we all do.
Four-
Well, Dr. J.
484, you got to think is the bottom here. You got to think it's the bottom. And what have you got to lose to buy at 514? If it goes to 475, you just say, okay, I lost.
Mm.
Can you show me like maybe 5 year or 2 year, whatever, 5 years?
You're going to get sick.
But you're not going to like it. All
$20.
those opportunities to really cash in that we just gave up on.
$20 to $5. You like that? I don't like that. And look at it, it's just like it's an unrelenting downward trend line. It looks like athesis, you know.
Yeah.
And whenever athesis is now my example of what bio-direct that goes to zero.
That's horrible.
It is horrible. It's totally horrible. The only thing good is it may have, like I say, it may have bottomed here, or maybe the bottom is all the way back here from 2020 when it hit what it hit $33.30. That might be the bottom. So you play it, you buy it here, sell it at 475 on a stop loss.
I mean, it's the pennant is bullish, but it's a very, very big pennant.
It's just a little consolidation from $20 to $5, right, Professor Spike?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Just a little consolidation.
It's a bit of a consolidation, but yeah. So when it bumps back, it'll be a little bit of a burp, maybe a burp to 7.
Right. What about Dermtech? That's horrible also. Maybe what am I putting all these horrible things?
Not as bad as Tandem.
Tandem is horrible. I don't know what's worse.
Tandem is worse.
Dermtech is pretty bad too. I went to my dermatologist, asked him, does he know about this thing? He said he used it once. I didn't push him on it, but he used it once. 5-year shot. Let's look at the year.
Right. There we go.
Oh man.
Still not good. There's no way to put lipstick on that pig.
No. Bounced off $1.11 2 weeks ago. Hard to believe. But you know, at 111 was probably a steal. You'd be sitting with a 30% profit already. You know, when these things bottom, you pick some up for a swing. That's the only way you can play them. You got to figure it'll be retesting $1.11 sooner than later, right?
That's Carvana.
Unless it gets bought out, like the only way you make money with this stuff is trade it or get bought out.
I'm almost finished. Do we have time today?
Kamal's got to go eat dinner.
It's not around.
Yes.
Kamal, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm good for about half an hour.
What's for dinner? Couscous.
Couscous is good.
Yeah.
So I think we did a lot.
I just got called away. So
Apellis. Every time I see Dr. Mika, I think of Apellis.
Apellis.
Apellis is the dry or wet, I don't remember, macro degeneration. I think it's wet macro degeneration. But to me, it's all the same. I'm not an eye doctor, but apparently this thing works. Remember, Apellis collapsed from 80 to 20. Now it's back at 48.
Wow.
All right, thanks for coming, everyone. The Carvana collapsed, I think. What did he say?
No. It's quite the opposite.
Oh, it went up. I see. All right, take care, Kamal. Thanks for coming, everyone, and see you next time.
Take care. Bye.